Hello everyone! I'm going to be summarizing the short story Harrison Bergeron. I decided to make this video because of my English teacher last semester. I'll be linking the sources I use in this video in the description box if you would like to read this for yourself. This passage has elements of motivation, integrity, rebellion, and risk-taking, and if some things that deal with societal or governmental issues make you uneasy or uncomfortable, you can click off if needed. Harrison Bergeron is a dystopian science fiction short story by Kurt Vonnegut that takes place in the year 2081, in a society where everyone is supposedly considered equal by using the handicapped devices. A couple by the names of George and Hazel Bergeron are watching the news in their home and suddenly realize that they were talking about their 14-year-old son, Harrison Bergeron, and how he broke out of his handicaps, causing him to die by the hands of the government. This part would be considered a form of motivation and integrity, because Harrison seemed to be at his limit with the government and how he was treated by the government, causing him to release himself from his weights. He simply wanted to be seen as normal and decided to risk his own life to get his point across. Because many people were weighed down, their faces were covered by facial handicaps of course, and people wore handicap head devices so their thoughts won't go against the government's intentions. And if people were seen as more beautiful or stronger than others, they would have to wear handicaps on their body, so people won't feel bad about themselves, when in reality, they were being brainwashed to the point where they didn't have any control over their own life. He wanted to overthrow the government in a way because he didn't want to live the way he was living, and he decided to break out of prison. He was also seen as a threat to society because he was a child prodigy due to his advanced intelligence and how strong he was at only age 14. He was also considered to be at least 7 feet tall. For his age, that is a very difficult thing to deal with. Along with his intelligence, he was also considered to be a very handsome young man and wasn't the only one who received a handicap for their looks. Ballerinas also had to wear facial handicaps due to their beauty, and he decided to remove the mask from one of the ballerinas because he wanted everyone to see their beauty behind the weights and masks. He wanted to show people that beauty is completely okay, and it's what makes humans unique. He did this because his society and his government made it where people can't be defined as beautiful or handsome. Because in the government's eye, they seem to think beauty gives people certain advantages and powers in a way, so they didn't want to show it off. And because some people might see beauty as deceiving and a form of evil. The risk-taking aspect of the story is that Harrison not only breaks the rules and disobeys the government's beauty standards, he decides to risk his own life for the sake of everyone else's. And what this means is that Harrison decided to show that no matter how you look or how intelligent you simply are, all that matters is that you're being yourself or you're just being human. He was so tired of feeling like he was abnormal or strange because of his height, looks, and how he was built, that he would rather die for others than be in a society that wasn't accepting. He wanted to show people that it was okay to be yourself and you shouldn't let anyone or anything control who you are. What the passage Harrison Bergeron teaches and shows us is that people can control who you are and how you look, and you should simply step out of boundaries if you feel uncomfortable or uneasy with how your life is going. The theme of rebellion and risk-taking were being shown by how Harrison broke free from the government's grasp, unmasked his beauty, and risked himself for everyone in a society that was corrupting him physically and mentally. Harrison Bergeron, I would say, is a form of how society is as of now, in a way. People shouldn't really let others control them because it can really corrupt how they are as a person, and it can show how damaging people can be to others. And I would say this story also has elements of manipulation because the government decided to not only take something that was very precious to the people, which is beauty and talent, the government also forced them to live a life where they are basically being controlled and belittling themselves without even knowing that. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it about the summary. I actually had fun with this. It's not only a refresher to talk about a story that I actually enjoyed when it was being read to me, it also had me thinking about how society plays a role in fiction. And I apologize for how short this video was. I didn't really expect for this video to be that short, but yeah, I'm sorry. All jokes aside, to the teacher who read this to me and taught it to the class, I most definitely appreciate you, because this story is very interesting. Because it not only has a very serious tone to it, where it has you thinking, it's also very interesting to hear how society would be if the government kind of was more advanced in the future. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So, bye for now.